Today, I'm going to be swatch reviewing the Orly Fall 2025 collection, the 1990s. So, this collection is 6 polishes that were inspired by the colors of the 90s. And I'm going to be 100% honest that while there were polishes in this collection that I really loved, but there was only one polish in this collection that I really thought felt like fall to me. I'm not going to say anything about it though because I know this collection, color palette wise, is geared toward the 90s. So we're just going to leave it at that. This card gives you information about the collection, the goodies, as well as a nail tutorial if you're interested in it. Now, I don't know if you were to purchase this collection, not with the color pass, if you would get the add-on goodies. I've never done that before, so I unfortunately cannot tell you that. So the first goodie that I got was some little nail charms, which I'm going to be completely honest, I was not overly in love with these because I am not a person who likes to work with this type of stuff for nail art because I find that it just creates a big mess. But if you are a person, then that'd be a really great bonus for you. So the second thing was some cuticle oil, which I was so happy about. I love the Orly cuticle oil, and I love these little tiny bottles because they're really great to just have as like a travel bottle, which I love to do for camping. And this has a very light, refreshing orange citrus scent, which is beautifully scented in my opinion. And it comes with this cute little silicone, I'm assuming, bottle holder, which I'm assuming you could put this on like a keychain, a purse, or a backpack. And this is how you secure it here, which I thought this was cute. I've never had one of these before. And yeah, I also really like the fact that it was bubblegum pink, which is my favorite. So the first polish in this collection is called Grunge Glam, and this is a washed black cream from what the card said. Now, this polish to me, the best way to describe this would be like a denim black, like black jeans type black. If you are a person that loves wearing black nail polish on an everyday basis, I would recommend this to you. It does need 2 coats to get it fully opaque, but it's just a really good standard everyday black polish. So the next polish, this one I actually was very surprised at. It's called Girl Power. I thought this was going to be much more sheer than it actually is because sometimes with reds, they can be really sheer or they can have like a jelly type feel to them, like opaqueness wise, I should say. This one didn't. It was actually really opaque in 2 coats. Now, one thing I will say is that if you have very long nail beds, I do not know if this would cover up your nail line, like your French tip nail line on the second coat. You might have to do 3 depending on how long your nails are. This is definitely a really pretty, bright, but at the same time, more of like a muted, dull red, which is definitely very, very pretty. And it's perfectly opaque in 2 coats, but like I said, if you have longer nails, you might have to do a third. So the next polish is called Totally Clueless, and this is a really pretty neutral polish that has some like lavender feel to it. Now, I'm going to be 100% honest that while I do like this polish, and I do think this is a really great color, especially if you're a person who has a stricter dress code for work or maybe school because school's starting soon, this would be a really great polish for that because it's neutral, it will go with everything, but at the same time, it has a little bit of color if you prefer that. But Orly and Zoya both have released polishes that are very similar in color to this for the last couple of years. And while I do like it, I don't love this because I'm really tired of seeing this color in almost every single collection now. I feel like it needs to be replaced with something new, if that makes sense. So the next polish is called How Tragic, and this is actually probably my favorite out of this entire collection. This is a really fun purple. This definitely has like a electric feel to it, like a bold electric feel, but at the same time it's muted and like toned down at the same time. I love it. It's really pretty in 2 coats, and this is a color that I am definitely going to be wearing a lot for October for like Halloween because that's just what it feels like to me. The next polish is On a Break. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but when I saw the name of that polish, I literally read that hearing Ross from Friends yelling at Rachel, "We were on a break." I love Friends. It's actually one of my favorite TV shows. So I thought this was, and I said to my mom, "Do you think this is a nod to Friends?" And she's like, "I would guarantee you that's a nod to Friends." I love this color. This is a really nice palette cleanser. It's a really pretty like whitened grayish polish. This is a color, again, if you have a stricter dress code for work or for school, This would be a really great color because it would go with everything but still be very toned down and neutral. This I think would also be a really great color to wear if you're a person that loves to wear bold colors, neons like all summer, and then you want to take a break and want something more neutral but with color to it. This would be a really great polish for that. I also think this is going to be a really great polish for like backdrops to nail art. So the final polish in this collection is going to be Spice Up Your Life, and this one definitely felt very fallish to me. This one, it feels like a terracotta that has a caramel tinge to it, like a butterscotch caramel tinge, and this felt like Thanksgiving or like a pumpkin in a bottle, and it's really, really pretty in two coats. So in my honest opinion, when it comes down to this collection, I don't love this collection, but at the same time, I don't dislike the collection. So it's kind of like in between for me. I love this one here, but I also liked the On a Break, How Tragic, and I did like that black polish. I want to try the black polish in a marble design for Halloween. Obviously, I'm going to wait for Halloween to do that. In my honest opinion, I think that this collection is going to be very nostalgic for any person who is like from the 90s or grew up in the 90s. For me personally, I'm going to say this is an okay collection, but like I said, if you love that nostalgic feeling, I would definitely recommend it.